I need. Yeah. Going to here. Boy. And apparently he wants to take over Kinichi's body. Yeah. Yes.
Traveler? Paimon?
I'm live streaming right now. No. I'm live streaming his yeah. I'm gonna do that after.
Kinich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
I'll get straight to the point. I hear you accepted a proposal from Elder Trinidad.
Yep.
Oh, the, Turnfire Knight, you mean. You were still his first choice. It's just... Oh, jeez. It's not what it looks like, promise.
Jill, it's cool. I only mention it because there's something you should know. And I suspect Elder Trinidad hasn't been completely forthcoming with you. His true intention is to resolve the Mountain King problem once and for all.
Once and for all? You mean this'll be the last Turnfire Knight ever?
That's right. He wants to use you to send the Mountain King to the Night Kingdom.
Yeah, well... Yes. Hers, you get all finished.
To the Night Kingdom? You mean...
To his death.
Whoa, 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 are you serious right now? You shouldn't go blurting out accusations like that. It could get you in trouble.
Too blunt? Okay. I'll phrase it more gently. There is potentially a possibility that Elder Trinidad may be hoping that during the course of the ceremony, you kill the Mountain King dead.
But that's ridiculous. He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Yeah. Well... Yeah, but I like... Yeah.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Mm-hmm.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems
Yeah.
so extreme.
It might be tomorrow, because, well, yeah, I have work tomorrow. So.
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible.
Mm-hmm.
That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So to
Oh,
look at it
those
one way,
are Natlan's
once it's
versions of
completely
Sealy's.
purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I'd like to make a deal with you.
what kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later. Good.
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, kinich doesn't want...
Exactly. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King. It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seem to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's
few
body,
days ago.
freeing us.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself. If that's all you really need to know, the ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when... In the meantime, feel free to take a look. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out...
So now we have extra errands to...
Just, I'll be sticking around for the next few days.
Seems like kinich was right. We should go meet up with him right away.
Huh, you're here.
Kinich! Elder Trinidad!
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me.
Hello, Chief.
I only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat. I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes. From Yupanqui the Firebringer, to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride, and the center of our faith.
Oh boy. That's a lot.
To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration. Perhaps there is, but
I was doing some of
despite
the
all our
Abyss.
attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not
Mm,
found it.
Well,
Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter. Though I sense that your mind is not...
So, Kinich,
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
that works too. Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double...
Double-edged sword is right.
mm-hmm.
But my response, I'm working on.
Really? Well,
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
oh yeah. What was it again?
I agree that he has a problem. He needs...
You got him a teacher? Anyway, moving on.
Yes, that's the angle I've been... I'm a Saurian hunter, but I did some research after the fact.
So...
So, if we can...
Whoa.
It's not without its risk. Still, the chief is adamant about
Paimon can understand.
Yes, but on the flip... And he has every right to take... No one can seriously
You're right. Because at least in our experience...
I think I know a way. You have any better...
Not at the moment. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. The Mountain King's erratic outbursts have brought tensions within the tribe to a boiling point. Unless this gets resolved quickly, everyone will be stuck in a stalemate.
All right. So what's this deal you wanted to make with us? We're hardly experts on
I think you
exploiting
did a
abyssal
little bit.
power.
All
Yep.
I need you to do is keep people away from me.
Ooh. Oh.
I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the flame bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them.
Wow.
If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Oh. Paimon.
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new flame bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the beastly rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Okay.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me. Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
For sure. And who knows? Maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of...
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new flame bearer. Good luck to us both.
Oh. That's a lot to take in.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribe's people and take some heat off of Kenich's back.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, how can you call them mount?
Because he hurt
But it wasn't on purpose.
That's true.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick?
Toba, Kuni...
Tony's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's
Once upon a time... Toba, as of today... Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. The Traveler is gonna be the...
what?
Real? So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kinich.
Wait. Speaking of Kinich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy.
No, we can't.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. Yeah, if you want... all right, Dad just really misses Nana. And I was really upset that she's...
Huh? Oh. I shouldn't have...
That's more like it. Now you're best... Guess so. Toba, I'd better go buy some colored... See you, Toba. See you, Traveler.
Okay. I'll head home as well.
Don't worry.
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they... Come on, let's... Huh? What's going on over there? Hey there! What's...
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night.
Ooh, there's a...
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new...
why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually...
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person. What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise. It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flame Bearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night?
You must be joking. Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances.
Oh, very impressive.
Well, I feel like the question is, what are we gonna do about this in the long term? But the way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah. I meant...
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Really? That's...
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it...
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. Or... you look like you know your...
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty...
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, that's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we...
You are kind of above. You two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head. Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way. There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago.
Great minds think alike.
Stabilize!
Seize the skies! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Foreign! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Foreign! Here! Now you shall perish!
That should be the last of them. It's... Hey, look! That's gotta be it, right? Definitely... true. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
Good. There we go.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
Ryu. Nope.
You've been robbed?
Oh.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys.
Wait, are you...
Huh? You already know each other?
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Exaggeration, but okay. Yeah, that works too.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir. Sounds like we've managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously, if you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately,
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least...
It was an unparalleled match.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old...
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change.
I don't know if he's still there, but... Hey! You...
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved
Wow.
butt first into a tree hollow.
That's kind of mean, but okay. An old bum, and then calling someone a waste of space.
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? Oh, eat dirt, suckers!
Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down!
Useless! Stop, please! By all the... Please!
Oh,
I...
yeah? You threw it?
The old bum's bag all that time The same place you found me! Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon, it's the truth!
Okay, that's it. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth. Right. Let's hope...
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Hoytzatlan, it always comes with the more ominous implication. This holds true for all bearers. This appears to suggest the Yupanqui's Turnfire. What an incredible... Let me see the...
Silence, Book Muncher. The great Kahula will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
What? You're saying Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body?
Oh my god.
When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahula demands to know!
Yep.
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahula How is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
You don't need to lecture me. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms but from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call, and you, great Kahula How, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me...
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean... Oh,
You gotta stay positive, Ponche. You might have lost the book.
the whole reason I worked so... Well, not exactly. But I thought my...
Oh, really? So what did...
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Ponche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real...
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Shibalanke's power.
Yeah, I remember. Maybe you're the special case.
I'm not talking about...
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King... The key factor is that... If you don't believe me, then answer me this.
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
So, it began with the first Pyro...
Hey?
I'm sorry.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details.
So Mr. Ponche here has done...
I'll be there, Ponche. Let's go. Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire night.
Sounds like you're not considering Ponche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet. Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. Burkina didn't fall to the abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
What? Then what should we do?
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
We should help him move to a new home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's the only the Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship even. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain.
Then let's break for the day.
Oh. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure on. Yeah. I mean, I know it's like just in the game, but like, not what I meant. Oh my god, I'm getting distracted. Rah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know. There.
You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now,
He just said it.
and kiss our feet.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula. No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a...
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! Ugh! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How! Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your... Ugh!
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The Rift Towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the Rift for ourselves. You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
Oh my god. Oh.
They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
Order guide you.
Okay.
Ja! Yeah! I got him cornered.
Solidify.
Locked up.
Uh-oh. Are there even bigger ones on the way?
Of course
You see,
it's
Kinich?
the...
I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered.
I knew it.
Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Oh no, duh! If you go back a little, you'll see, like... Yeah.
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great Kahula How, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use.
Of course.
Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a shocking act of betrayal. Cue bad guy speech and drawn-out death sequence.
Huh? Angel?
Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you.
Well, good for me.
But it looks like you've already met.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Sanka! Aha! So you're the glasses guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like you, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Wait. Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our Highness's bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great Kahula How. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord Kahula How is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better. Kinich! Dispose of him! He is of no further use to us!
Traveler?
Hey now, I may be a lowly clerk, but don't underestimate me. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight, but when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor.
Darn! He got away again!
It's alright.
Nope.
He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems
Nope,
like he's
he
in
ran
debt
away.
to a lot of people.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that he actually struck a deal with some—
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, is rotten
my
to
God.
the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon—
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached.
Such as a how watching me like a ravenous vulture.
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's turn.
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to— See you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, at long. I hear you've done much for many young people. Have heard the rumors too.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. We really hope we can resolve the...
Well, it's.
Time. Oh, 7:53.
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days.
Don't worry about it. Getting the...
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and...
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler in Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well. But make it quick.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon's...
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
Oh my god.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, like...
That sounds simple and...
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Mm-hmm. It's getting close to 8 o'clock.
So that's our part.
I'll be with you the whole way. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
So I might have to get off before I do this. Well, it's 7:58. Yeah, I have to go to my apartment tonight. So I might have to get off here. No, it is, like, middle of the story, but, like, I'll get back on. When... Alright.